Alright, so our hot tea cooked for about an hour, and now I've turned the tea into a delicious elixir. So in here I put the tea obviously, and then some chia seeds, some coconut oil, some cacao powder, and honey, and some cinnamon and vanilla, and some survival colostrum, which is my new favorite thing right now. Let's see, let me grab it. Here's what I'm talking about. This is the kilo size, which they actually don't sell on their website. You gotta be in the know. And that's the white powder right there. So yeah, as you can tell, this drink's kind of like creamy and milky and just delicious. So one thing I want to bring up about making elixirs to help you get more mileage out of your elixirs, because I know I've seen some people asking like, you know, I have a drink and then I'm hungry in like an hour, like what can I do? So basically I like to always add a lot of chia seeds, so I'll soak them in water first. So I have some over here already soaked. It's just this little like slimy jelly looking stuff. So I like to soak them in water first, because otherwise if you just throw them in your drink will turn into a gel like that, which is cool if you're going to drink it immediately, but if it sits, it's going to get kind of slimy and gross, and for people who are new to the whole thing, it'll really gross them out and they won't want to touch what you're having. So things like Irish moss and things like chia seed and slippery elm bark powder are really crucial to put in drinks, because they have soluble fibers, meaning like what you saw with that chia, how it swelled up and soaked up the water. That's what it's going to do when it hits your stomach and when it goes through your intestines. It's going to swell up and give you a sensation of being fuller, and it's also going to time release all the nutrients and all of the things in the drink, so you won't just get like a huge rush of all the nutrients in the drink in your bloodstream at once. It'll kind of time release it, so it'll be more like a meal, because you're actually getting some good fiber with your drink without it like really burdening and like weighing you down. Because there's two different kinds of fiber. There's soluble and insoluble. Insoluble would be more like vegetables and things like that, which if you eat a lot of that, it like weighs you down and you get tired and you get heavy, and it can even be irritating to your intestines because it acts more like sandpaper. It's more like cleansing as it goes through your system, whereas the soluble fiber, like what's in chia, what's in Irish moss, what's in slippery elm, just has more like a bulking, soothing and toning action as it goes through your digestive tract. So if you have any inflammation or irritation, especially if you're eating a lot of raw foods or a lot of vegetables, there can be some irritation, because those foods are very cleansing by their nature to your digestive tract, so you need something to kind of balance that, to be like very soothing and gentle. But also these things, the soluble fibers, really help promote like a really like efficient elimination and assimilation of nutrients. So that's just another benefit. But it's also crucial to put in your drinks so you can get more mileage, and sometimes you can even have a drink that'll last you anywhere from 6 to 8 hours if you find the right ratio for yourself of how much protein you need, how much fat, and then how much carbohydrates. So some people need more protein, some people need less, some people need more sugar, some people it makes them crash, some people need more fat, some people it makes them tired. And just so you have to really tune in to your body and to what you're feeling and what works for your metabolism, and just kind of play with that. And that's really what the whole magic of making elixirs is about, is really you tune into where you're at and you say, what do I need, what do I want, what's going to be healing for my body right now in this moment, and then based on the answers you get, then you craft yourself a beverage. Because I know a lot of people have an opposite approach, which is I have 13 superfood powders and like 10 frozen fruits and these vegetables, I'm just going to throw it all in the blender and drink it. And to me that's like what I was doing in the beginning, and it's pretty disgusting at this point. I prefer something much more simple, easy to digest, and intelligently crafted at this point, and that's just kind of where I've come to over my journey. So some people have been asking, like, is simpler better when it comes to elixirs? And I think the answer would be definitely yes. But at the same time, if something really complex works for you and you digest it well and you don't get like gassy or irritated or bloated, then go for it. Because it's really about just like what works for your body and what you have going on. But for me personally, the throw everything in your kitchen in the blender and blend it up is just disgusting, and it's like smoothie smoothie ideology circa like 1970, like it's just old news. So things like Elixir Craft and programs like that are really beneficial because they've kind of taken a lot of that information and just evolved it to something that's much more concise and easy to work with. So I have my Elixir here, and this will probably hopefully last me a couple hours, maybe not. I don't know. I'm pretty hungry, but I put quite a bit of colostrum in it, so we'll see. So if you have any other questions, definitely post them below. And cheers.